Yo, you already know what it is. It's the newest, hottest, best sports podcast show in the world.
You already know, man. It's Not for Losers podcast, unfiltered, unscripted, real takes, high stakes. And I'm one half of the dynamic duo. They call me the fresher, but my co-host Sonny Boulevard is not here today. So, chat, give me a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Today, since my co-host not here, I'm gonna dive into something that I want to touch up on myself because it's a very, very, very serious situation. Um, as y'all know, every episode is sponsored by Numi Vestas / Coins Apparel. Look, smell, feel like money. www.coinsapparel.store for all your latest fashion. So, chat, I am so tired. I am so tired of constantly have to be reminded that I am a black man in America, that we are black men and women in America. What we witnessed back in April in the NFL draft with Shedeur Sanders was a complete travesty. Now, here at Not for Losers Sports Podcast, we gonna tell you how it is. We not gonna tiptoe around nothing. We are not the major networks. So we gonna tell you how it is. What we witnessed back in April was racism in its purest form. It was racism in its purest form. Like, and I was really debate like NFL. I'm so disappointed in the NFL because like when September comes, it's like my birthday. I eat, sleep, the NFL. Like I cannot. When the NFL season is over, it's like I'm ready to cry, man. So so Roger Goodell, the NFL, y'all have a lot of explaining to do. I promise y'all do, man. Because y'all owe y'all fans and y'all supporters that. Because the fact that 5 quarterbacks went ahead of Shedeur Sanders needs an explanation. Like it really, really do. Um, Shedeur Sanders, man, keep your head up, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Show them how great you is. And the thing that really bothers me is this, right? Us as minorities, right? We already come from nothing. So I can't say Shedeur ain't come from nothing because y'all know his father is the legendary Deion Sanders. But even though through his family tree, they still came from nothing. But my point is this: the man worked all his life to fulfill his dream. Now, come on, his father was one of the greatest players in the NFL. So you don't think growing up, his dream was to play in the NFL? The man worked his whole life to get up to that point and for the powers to be to tell him, wait right there. Like that had to be so devastating because the other quarterbacks took it in front of him. The other 5, we're gonna exclude Cam Ward because Cam Ward, granted, Cam Ward is a better talent. Cam Ward went number 1 to Tennessee Titans, so we're not gonna hold the NFL accountable on that. But let me look at the others that went before Shedeur Sanders. Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, what the Jalen Milrose, and Dylan Gabriel. Are y'all serious? Yo, NFL owners and execs and Roger Goodell have a lot of explaining to do. They really do, man. We we are tired of being reminded. We are tired, man. Like for man, this is a hard discussion for me, man. It's really hard, man. There's no way that these other quarterbacks talent popped off the screen or tape more than Shedeur Sanders. Not at all. There's no way. So I don't know. You know, I know exactly what happened. First of all, the NFL owners and execs don't like Deion Sanders. You know why? He's a black man that's confident. Lord forgive you be confident. A black man that's confident at that. So now you got his son. His son comes in the draft confident. He tells teams, if you want to change your franchise, draft me. He's not begging. He's telling them. And they didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. So they had to show him, young man, young black man, we run this show, not you. I mean, the numbers prove it. You want to know Shedeur Sanders' numbers last year in Colorado? The man had 4,134 passing yards. The man had 37 passing touchdowns with 4 rushing. That's 41 total touchdowns with only 10 interceptions with a 168.2 quarterback rating and a 74% completion percentage. That was his numbers last year. And y'all telling me he fell all the way in the draft. A complete travesty. In the NFL, this is why I want to talk to y'all. Not only did y'all do that, y'all made sure the NFL cemetery is the team that drafted them. I'm talking about NFL purgatory. So this is the little games y'all play. Oh, we're going to send them to the graveyard. Shedeur Sanders, that's what they told you. Oh, okay. We're going to make sure we send them to the graveyard. Now, I got to be honest. For the last couple of years, the Cleveland Browns did have a Super Bowl contending roster. We already know the defense is solidified, man. Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. They offense, they got like they just lost Nick Chubb. We're gonna talk about that when we cover the AFC North. But David Njoku at tight end. Listen, man, they had a solid offense. I don't know how they're gonna turn out this year. But Shedeur Sanders is a game changer. And Shedeur Sanders, you go out there and you show them NFL owners and execs, the front office, that they made the biggest mistake in their life. You go out there and win a Super Bowl for the Cleveland Browns. Hey, y'all can't tell me the Cleveland Browns ain't have a Super Bowl contending roster. That's why they traded for Deshaun Watson and gave him a fully guaranteed contract. They felt like they was a quarterback away. They felt like they was a quarterback away. So, with that being said, Shedeur Sanders, you go out there and show them you a game changer, man. Like this is bad for the NFL. This is really bad for the NFL, man. It just really, really is, man. It makes it even worse. You know what this remind me of? Yo, listen, let me tell you something, man. The powers to be will always gonna remind you they're the powers to be. And I don't really want to get touchy on this subject that I'm about to speak of because we don't know what really happened. But if you pay attention to the Deshaun Watson situation, right? Now, Deshaun Watson was in Houston. He wanted out. He sat out. He wanted out. So prior to him wanting out, I mean, not even prior to him wanting out, but while he sat out, all of a sudden, a scandal took place. Hold on. Hold on. Like, come on, man. That wasn't a little fishy to y'all, chat? That now all of a sudden he won out of Houston. Now all of a sudden he was doing all these things to these women at the masseuse. Or like, come on, man. I mean, we witnessing it right now in the Diddy trial. We witnessing it again right now in Diddy trial. I mean, I don't really cover the Diddy situation, but I watch a few reporters that report what's going on. I don't see the man guilty of nothing but being a freak. That's it. The man is a freak. What is he guilty of? But Diddy did something that the powers that be didn't like. When he tried to sue that liquor company, they said, hold on, let me show you who's boss. And now look at him. Now look at him. Same thing happened to Bill Cosby. Same thing happened to Michael Jackson. Same thing happened to Whitney Houston, man. This has been going on forever, man. We be acting like this is something new. This is not anything new. In the NFL, ooh, NFL. I'm telling you, because I'm surprised y'all recovered from the Colin Kaepernick situation. Like, the man had just took the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl. A black man was killed by the police. He decided to express himself, and y'all ousted him from the league. And y'all thought that teaming up with Jay-Z and putting these anti-racism slogans on the back of the helmet was going to help. Man, we don't want to hear that shit, man. Yo, action speaks louder than words, man. We don't want to hear that shit. Show us with actions, man. And y'all constantly let your fans and supporters down. Constantly, man. Constantly. And also, this go, like, could somebody explain something to me here? Can somebody explain this to me? Why isn't Deion Sanders a head coach in the NFL? I mean, y'all can drop it in the comment section. I want to know why Deion Sanders is not an NFL head coach. All right, granted, Jerry Jones fired Mike McCarthy, got on the phone, called Deion. Deion said, Jerry, I'm staying put. I'm committed to Colorado. We're talking about the man with the most money in the NFL, the richest owner. Now, you telling me that you couldn't make an offer Deion Sanders couldn't refuse? That was all PR, man. He ain't really want Deion Sanders. You know why? Don't no NFL team want Deion Sanders. And I'm going to tell you why. Nobody's bigger than the program. Chat. I'm going to say it again. Nobody's bigger than the program. And Deion Sanders is larger than life. Like, some of these head coaches that got jobs, are you serious? The man has proven himself to be a great head coach. He turned losing organizations into winning organizations in a matter of months. In a matter of months. Like, listen, I don't watch college football all like that. If I'm scamming through the TV and I see college, I might leave it there. But I made sure I watched every Colorado Buffalo game. I promise. The man Deion Sanders is larger than life. And them NFL owners and execs refuse to give a black man that much power in their locker room. The man is a leader of men. It's proven. It's proven. Jackson State, Colorado, the man proved that he's a leader of men, man. And some of these head coaches y'all got right now in the NFL don't even deserve that. Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones. That was all PR move. That was a PR move. You ain't really want Deion, man. Because Jerry Jones has to be the life of the party for Dallas. Like, this This is what I'm talking about, NFL and Roger Goodell. This everything I've spoken today is a complete travesty. It is. And I want to speak to Kellen Moore, the new head coach for the New Orleans Saints. Now, you tell me y'all didn't need Shedeur Sanders, Tyler, Shuck. I mean, as we see, Derek Carr kicked the can. So y'all went with Tyler, Shuck. Hey, yo, listen, I'm going to give y'all a little story real quick. As y'all know, I spent time in the penitentiary. And this is how I know racism is alive and breathing, right? So I went up to I was in New York State Department of Corrections. I believe this was Franklin Correctional Facility. I went up to the desk and asked the correctional officer, did I have any mail? Chat, do you know how he replied? Chat, do y'all want to know what the correctional officer said? The man said, you monkeys always know when y'all got mail. This was just about 6 years ago. Listen, being a black man in America will never be easy. You always will have to go the extra mile. Always. Don't ever forget that. But that doesn't mean you stop chasing your dream. Keep chasing your dreams, chat. Don't let nobody deter you from chasing your dreams and fulfilling those dreams. Shedeur Sanders, I'm rooting on you this year. And the man sold the most jerseys as a rookie in NFL history. So I don't get this, man. The NFL, Roger Goodell, I really don't get it, man. I really don't. Y'all constantly show us that these billionaires that run these teams has the same mentality as that correctional officer. Y'all know y'all gonna hear it here first. Y'all know y'all gonna get it unfiltered, unscripted at Not For Losers Sports Podcast. But chat, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I just wanted to tap in and talk about this Shedeur Sanders situation. And let this be a reminder for those of color that you might not never make it out. You might have to go the independent route in order to reach heights. Because the man worked all his life, practice, exercise, training camps, did everything he could do in college to get to the front door, and the NFL say, wait right there. Yo, chat, y'all have a blessed day. Y'all already know. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Y'all know the best sports podcast show, Not For Loser Sports Podcast. And you already know our outro.
We are.
Yo, I'm outside.
I bet.
Growing up on the east side of Buffalo, a lot of us came from disadvantaged communities and neighborhoods. We were forced to make decisions out of desperation and hunger.
Every last coin.
Without many options, a lot of us was forced to hustle.
It's all there. Why wouldn't it be?
we were labeled products of our environments or victims of circumstance. No matter what, it was the story of every child in the ghetto.